According to the joint statement released by New Delhi and Buenos Aires, Argentina affirmed its support for India's upcoming G20 presidency, including for furthering the development agenda of the Global South in the G20. This statement came after External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and the Foreign Minister of Argentina, Santiago Cafiero, presided over a joint commission meeting on Friday. Notably, India will assume the presidency of G20 in September 2023. During his meeting with Argentina's Foreign Minister, Jaishankar also reviewed the ongoing cooperation in the strategic sectors of defense, nuclear energy, and space. During this meeting, Argentina also expressed interest in the Made in India Tejas fighter aircraft for the Argentina Air Force. Argentina's Air Force has an aging fleet, comprising French-designed Mirage 3 and 5 fighter aircraft, along with the US-built A-4 Skyhawk subsonic jets. The Mirage fighters were phased out in 2015. This left the South American country's Air Force in a very vulnerable position. Mirage 3 and 5 fighter aircraft were first deployed prior to the 1982 Falkland War against the UK. It's worth mentioning that the UK has been blocking all attempts by Buenos Aires to procure fighter jets from other countries because of the strained relations. According to some reports, because India's Tejas contains some British-made parts, the country may prohibit the sale of this fighter jet to Argentina. Also, some reports even indicate that India offered Argentina a variant of the Tejas without British-made parts, but there has been no official word on future developments. India's Tejas could be an attractive option for the Argentina's Air Force, which is looking for multi-purpose jets for the surveillance and control of its airspace. If Argentina's Air Force acquires Tejas, it will help to strengthen bilateral ties. Also, the Tejas is an excellent choice for nations looking for a low-cost, high-quality fighter aircraft. Last year in October, the Defense Ministry told Parliament that Hindustan Aeronautics responded to a request for proposal from the Royal Malaysian Air Force for 18 jets, offering to sell the two-seater variant of Tejas. Countries like Australia, the United States, Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Philippines have also expressed interest in the Made in India jet. Tejas is India's indigenous aircraft, which has caught the eye of several nations for its superior flying ability, maneuverability, and ease of handling. The Indian Air Force is actively supporting the indigenous LCA fighter aircraft program by enhancing the aircraft's capabilities. The Indian Air Force recently equipped the Tejas with the French-made Hammer air-to-ground missile, as well as indigenous Astra air-to-air missiles. Tejas, which is by far the smallest and lightest in its class of contemporary supersonic combat aircraft. The light combat aircraft made its maiden flight in January 2001 and was inducted into the squadron of the Indian Air Force in 2016. In February last year, the Defense Ministry sealed a 48,000 crore rupees deal with HAL for the procurement of 83 Tejas light combat aircraft for the Indian Air Force. HAL has already doubled the production capacity of Tejas from 8 to 16 aircraft per year. About 500 Indian companies, including MSMEs in the design and manufacturing sectors, will be working with HAL in this procurement. The IAF is also interested in the LCA Mark II and the AMCA, developed by the DRDO. Tejas, which means radiant, has numerous advantages. To begin, it has an active electronically scanned radar for critical operations. Second, it can refuel in the air and return to the battlefield. Third, it can target enemy aircraft from a long distance, while also avoiding enemy radar. Tejas has competed with, surpassed, and overshadowed developed aircraft from China, Russia, and South Korea. It is fully capable of carrying a load, weighing between 8 and 9 tons. It can carry the same number of weapons and missiles as the heavier Sukhoi. Its primary advantage is its quickness. Despite its lightweight, its speed is unrivaled. These aircraft can fly at speeds close to the speed of sound, in other words, Mach 1.6 to 1.8, at an altitude of 52,000 feet. The Tejas Mark 1A is also more expensive than the Sukhoi 30 Mki fighter plane because it has more modern equipment. Apart from this, the aircraft also has an indigenously developed radar. Tejas incorporates numerous novel technologies, many of which have never been attempted in India. The indigenous content of the LCA is 50% in the Mk1A variant, which will be increased to 60%. It is lighter and has greater fighter power. And it is a multi-purpose fighter plane, due to which, the Tejas has attracted the attention of the world's leading air forces.